Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel. I can't tell you again what day it is, but it will be in the title of the video. But we are still working on our 31 days for 31 tags. So again, this one is really simple. This one is inspired by Cara Renee from Be Reborn Art and Healing. And yeah, absolutely love this, and I will try and remember to put a link in the description box below, but that's Cara Renee from Be Reborn Art and Healing. And today we're going to do a paperclip tag. I'm going to have a go anyway. So I have got a sheet of my Tim Holtz paper, and I am going to cut it down so that it is, I'm going to try and cut it down so it's 6 inches, but my cutter likes to be a little bit mean. And the cut line is absolutely smack in the middle. So this is roughly 6 inches tall. Then I'm going to cut it 6.5 inches in width. See, I put a little pen mark there because that's where the 6 inches should be, and I still get it wrong. So, hey ho. So 6.5 inches in width. So what we now have is a tag that's 6.5 inches across here, 6 inches down. What I'm going to do now is I am going to score this at 1/2 inch. Now you can do it. Okay, I'm going to score it first of all at 1/2 inch. Okay, then I'm going to score it at 3.5 inches. You could have done it from the other side, however you wanted. So I've got 1/2 inch and then 3.5 inches. So what that actually gives me then is a 1/2 inch piece here. Okay. And then if we fold that again, it gives me 3 inches here. So I think I'm going to use this as my front piece. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut off a piece of, am I going to use that as my front piece? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yes, no, no, yes. Okay. Yes, doesn't matter. I'm going to take my score line again, just because it gives me a place to cut. And I'm going to score. I'm not measuring this. I'm just finding a place where it's going to be easy to cut that off. Okay, yeah. So this is my scored piece. They're my scored pieces, and I have scored that. I'm not sure I should have, but we'll come back to that. I think I might have made a bit of a boo-boo there instead of making things easier, but it's not going to affect the tag too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this little corner here. Okay, so this is the piece with the 1/2 inch fold on my left, and the top 1/4 piece, I'm going to cut that off, and then I'm going to cut off this right top corner piece. So I hope you're still with me. I hope I'm still with me. So we're going to cut that like that. And we're going to cut that like that. That's not sure a square, so I'm going to just trim that. Okay, so that's what we're left with. Yeah. And the reason we're doing that is because we are going to use this here as a pocket, if you like. Going to need to do a little bit of trimming, which I'll do now. In fact, that's not going to make much difference there, so that's okay. But I am going to trim a little bit of that there, just because it doesn't need to be that big. Okay, so we've got our piece like this. Okay, there's our small fold, there's our bigger fold. I'm going to cut a divot in this piece here. So this section here, which is the piece we've cut off, the smaller section, I'm going to cut a little divot in there. Okay. And on this piece that's sticking out, I am going to cut our credit card corner shapes. That's basically posh for a tag shape. So, like that. Now it's starting to come together, okay? Without the way so you can see. We're going to make a paperclip tag. So I'm going to grab a paperclip. I'm going to grab one of these slightly bigger ones. I bought these from Paper Chase before it closed. Sad. Okay, so I'm going to grab this like that, and we're going to pop this on top of this piece here. So this is our section, but I'm going to leave a little bit of the rounded edge showing on top. You can see that there. Now, because I scored this, it's made it a little bit flimsy, but there is a way to save that. And what we are going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of card which is the same width of this section here, and I'm going to cut it long enough so that it actually covers the whole of this, so it's longer than the piece of paperclip that's actually on our card, so actually showing on our card, excluding the top piece, if that makes sense. Hopefully you're still with me. I probably should have made a prototype of this, but I didn't, which is just so typical of me. Okay, so I've cut a piece of card here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that on here, and I'm going to glue it so that the top piece touches the top of our tag. I think I'm going to use some Fabric-Tac for this, actually, just because I want it to really, really, really stick. And just a little piece underneath, because this piece of card we've cut out is slightly longer. So again, I'm going to make sure it matches the width and the height of our tag, like that. And I'm going to just hold that in place for a minute, let it set a little bit. Fabric-Tac does take a little bit longer to dry than your standard art glitter glues, but it does give you the wobble room you need, or wiggle room you need, if you get something wrong. And that is okay. Yeah. Okay. So then I'm going to cut off these end pieces again, so we've still got our tag shape. And I'm going to cut, I've got a tiny bit excess here, which I'm going to cut off, just because it will bug me. Okay. So that is the main part of our tag. What we can now go on and do is fold over our 1/2" piece that we scored. And, oh, no. Gosh, racing ahead. We need to ink it first. If you're going to ink it, now is the time, because otherwise it just gets a little bit more challenging. Okay, so now we can glue it. So we're going to fold in our 1/2" section that we scored. We're going to add glue to this bottom section here, and we can then close this over, and that will glue down the bottom piece here. But because we've put a gusset in there, which is actually a little bit wider than it should be, but because we've put a gusset in there, we don't lose any of this width of pocket. What we do have is a pocket here. Okay, and I'm also going to add another pocket. I like that piece. I don't really want to get rid of that, but I could quite easily, it's all the same, I could cut across here, and I could add a pocket, a little pocket, halfway up, which would be a little bit different, a little bit cute. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to lose that bit down the bottom, but I do think it'll look better if we have our pocket down there. And I'm going to use this back side here because that will bring that top section in. So again, I'm just going to cut a little divot out. I'm going to ink it. And I'm going to glue this on to the bottom here. So we've now got one pocket here and one pocket here, and we've still got our paper clip at the back. Now, because I don't want the paper clip showing, this was a real cool kind of, Cara Renee gave us a really cool tip on how to deal with this back piece. And that would be, literally, I'm wrapping this piece of card over the paper clip. Careful as you take it out because you don't want to lose that. That folds there. So we don't want it too thick. I'm going to cut this piece off here. That gives us the fold space there. And I'm going to cut it probably about there. So we've got a piece that we can fold over to glue. So I hope that makes sense. I've just made a little sleeve, so I'm gonna just glue that down like that. This should work. This really should work. We're hoping this is going to work. I'm going to ink around it like so. And then this actually becomes a little sleeve that you can pop over your paperclip here. How cool is that? I love it. Absolutely love it. So when Cara Renee did that, I was like, oh, wow, that is super, super cute. So yes, I do love that. The other thing I want to do still is I want to try and incorporate a daisy again, but we're not going to fit all of that daisy in here on there. Might fit a bit of it there, but I do want to use the daisy, so I'm going to oops, the daisy. Just going to glue that piece there. Going to open that slightly until we get the daisy where we want it, which is not there, it's actually further down. Should have done this before I put that front pocket on, but there we go. There we go. Live and learn, eh? Okay. So, let's just make sure that still opens. It does that. I'm just going to do that to make sure that the daisy doesn't get in the way. And again, I'm going to choose to put a little thingamabob on here somewhere. I actually want it so that you can see it. That blends in probably a little bit too much there because of the writing. Don't think I like it there. Don't like it there either, definitely. I like it there, and even though you can't see properly on camera, it doesn't just completely blend into the background here because we've inked it slightly. So that is, oops, a daisy. That is our paperclip tag, which will go on our page like that. Well, actually, it'll go on the page and we will leave that up like that. Look at that. That is super cool. Love that, Cara Renee. And the reason we've left this up here is because we want to be able to add a tag, a charm or something similar. Okay, so I'm going to do that by using one of these, I think. But you can use just plain ribbon. You can do literally whatever you want to do with this top section here. I love I love ribbon on top because you could put it as like a little piece of sheer ribbon and just pop that on and it would look super, super, super. But the reason I'm not doing that is because I don't have any ribbon on me. And I've been having a sort out and I don't know where I put it. So we will just go with This will pop in here like that, and we will attach a charm on a jump ring, and that will be our paperclip tag. Super, absolutely, yeah, super. So a huge thank you to Cara Renee for the inspiration. I absolutely love it, and yeah, it'd be really good to know what you guys think. So pop a comment in the description box or the comments box below and let me know what you think. But yeah, that is today's make. I will leave it there. Catch you in the next video. Until then, as always, stay safe and be well, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.